It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Stroud sets up the play action. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally tracked him down inside the 5-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Now Stroud.
4-yard line.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And they work this out past the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 29-yard
Bradley
line.
Chubb there on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throw now, a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Up the middle, Achane. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And a first down.
As Stroud now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Here's Stroud. They set up the screen, and Achane has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. That's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. from 13 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. Jamison Williams, 69 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. These two teams all tied after 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. A run straight ahead with Achane. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devon Achane, 54 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Mitch Wishnowsky set
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
All right.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. 71 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. They'll run for it with Achane. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll go. Achane. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at at the line of scrimmage.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On play action, Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like the tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Stroud to throw it. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking for a seam to finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
56, 50, ready. What's that?
Here's Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
319!
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
180! Middle. Hey, tight.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
He was taken down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Achane to start the drive. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
18. Let's go.
They'll run, Achane. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Our home team, 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First down and
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll give this to H&M. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd and long.
Look at high. Nike Texas. Why Tony? 11. Hey, Uno. Buggy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. Now he's loose again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devon Achane saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
31. Our home team, 21. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud off the play fake. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
All right.
In motion, Hill. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
In motion goes the tight end. Achane gets it from the gun. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, T, what's that? Look at high, look at high. Hey, no more. Why Tony? Hey, south.
On 3rd down, Achane. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
10 at the 14-yard line.
All right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
He was brought down by
now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 10.
All right. Look at high. Hey, no more. Why Tony?
Stroud looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. To throw is Allen. And Cook has it left side. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie.
The kick is good. Makes the score our home team 35. Visitors 34.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Visitors 41. Our home team 35.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. There's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This is Devon Achane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all.
Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Ready, set. Ready.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Back to throw here. He'll try to do it himself. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 25, here's a second down and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Outright to Smith and Jigba. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Down at the 20-yard line. Tyrell Dodson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Oh, right.
H-in here. They stay on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Running left, H.M. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
If maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Stroud looking to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Stroud looking to change the play. Now H.M. on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third.
Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Up the middle, H.M. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out to force the field goal.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
This is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
H.M. is in for a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point being good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3.
Visitors 3. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got it. Ready?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Lions.
They'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigbo from 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Ties the game at 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Okay, ready?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready? Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Result
Warriors,
is a 1st
17.
down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, come on.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the set.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
19, pioneer.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Visitors 17. Our home team 10. Michael Dixon set to
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
11. Hey, uno.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Here we go. Start. Get go.
Again, it's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Over the middle, he finds a Arroyo. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 24 yards out.
Hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between our AFC champions and the representatives from the NFC. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've actually...
Up to the races, middle of the field. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about. Yep. Just like this guy scooting for the explosive touchdown.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. Collects this at the 32. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At the 41.
First down from the 41.
Mustang 19. Here we go.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take a 13-0 lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First down 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Opening carry for Devon Achane. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
To the air, Stroud.
At the 22-yard line.
Going the out route complete. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs. Dose of the hurry up here. First down throw by Stroud. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Oh, 118. What's that?
And the shotgun will give it to H.N. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Hey, no more. Hey, south. Look the hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Milrow. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 21-zip already.
21. Our home team, nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. He's going deep this time. This is brought in at the 50. He does it. Touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tyreek Hill a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away.
Sanders set to kick off.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Walker on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Headed out right. He can run it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Check, Panther. Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Viking 18. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Set. Go.
To the air, Milrow. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. It's a 2-score game early. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Field goal unit is out as they try to make this a 3-score game.
Hey, dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Davis on the return. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Wow, what's that? 18. What's that?
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
15 yards. And a first down. First and 10.
On play action, here's Stroud. He's trying to push the field. It's intercepted by Rick Woolen. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first down 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Ready?
Drive begins with a Walker run. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Cup. Through the middle. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Shot.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, go.
Milrow looking to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost as he crushes those tackles.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Milrow escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Walker has the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys make it a 24-point ball game.
Visitors 31, our home team 7.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Running left. Here's H-Man. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down. Offense to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud off of play action. It's a big strike to Hill. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Why, Tony? What's that? 18. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here.
13 more yards. That's another first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Playing with HN here out of the gun. And he runs this one in for the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Sanders all set to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, they're out in sacks. Here we go, first and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
Come on.
Now it's Milrow. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Milrow throwing on third down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. He is down to the 30-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Pat the 60.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. He rolls to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Milrow from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Third and short, it's Milrow. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get more points to end a lopsided first half.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, scared to catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Our home team, 14. Michael Dixon set to
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On return, here comes Davis. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
On the quick.
He's back to throw. He's going deep. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Oh, ready?
Stroud off the play fake. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second down carry for A.J. He gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Trying for the deep ball. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Secures this at the 17. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Knock.
Shotgun now from Milrow. This is Cox. That's Cup. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys continue piling on to this lead.
Our home team, 14. Michael Dixon set
On
to
now
kick
is
off.
Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And off running left. It's a champ. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. They'll go for the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to bring up 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry-up here.
Stroud sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And the ground game works for the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Milrow with it on 1st. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That Play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. This one finds Thornton. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. Still has some space inside the 35. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And they're going to have a first down now. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
19 tight.
From the gun, Milrow. And the catch is made for the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys grow their lead yet again.
52. Our home team, 21. Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to A-Chain. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down. Working quickly here.
At the 26. It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action with Stroud. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Down by Reek Woolen. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it inside the 25. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that means 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
21-yard line.
1st down, Stroud. Pass is caught at the 9. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will take this in. Touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt failed.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hand seat. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones who are the most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Let's go now.
Miayo throwing again now on second down. This one's taken in by Thornton. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. On first down, they're going to start out with A-Chain. Has a hole left, room to run. He has room past the 25. Here he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
The offense will line up for a 10-point conversion.
Here's Stroud throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Set up. 70 Lions. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. Has room down sideline. Hits the 20. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. He brings it back on the pick 6. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys make it an 18-point game.
Visitors 59. Our home team.
Well, Brock, hopefully some
41.
short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Shaheed now to return.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. His guys take over first and 10.
Cut. Ready.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Pistol now for Milrow. Caught out left. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Come on. Set.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down. Walker's going to get it again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Go! Ready?
Staying with Walker. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Miayo throwing on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, what denies the first down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And his guys continue adding on to that lead.
66. Our home team, 41.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
All right.
It's a Chan on the inside give. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Offense to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Play action. Here's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
the coverage by Zion McCollum.
Ow, Batai!
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. These guys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They'll bring out the punter here. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Oh, first time for everything. He's bringing this punt out of his own end zone. Jukes away from one. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return.
They'll take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Back! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. on the catch. He's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ready? Coconut, Dragon 60.
We're going to pass it here. And this one is launched downfield. This one will be intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10. A run now with Achan. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Trying to set this up quick.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Achan, a first down carry. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result. First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. Working quickly here. Stroud looking to throw. Third and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Going deep here for the end zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. These guys continue piling it on here in the fourth. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game.
Oh, ready?
Here's Achan from the pistol. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. And we've crowned a new champion, and they just won the Super Bowl. It is